Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from all of the LPL Spring matchups of the day. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Reserves are shutting off the lights preemptively for the lights being shut off here.
There we go, enough about Jace items. We're going to have to look towards bottom. The hostile takeover is fluid as anything. Manages to lock one down, but now the turnaround as Weiwei is here with the Nature's Grass doing so what they can to get a lot of these HP bars low, and no flashes on Kyle means he could fall down, but it's just not quite.
It's versus Udi.
Hollow Radiance. I know it's versus Udi, but even then it feels like it's not the most common item ever. As actually huge chunk onto Shanks, who gets hit by a tree hidden in the jungle. Now the turnaround from Croco means out of the river comes the giant reptile. Weiwei dead to rights. And what looked like a good pick turns into disaster for LNG.
Oh man, and this is the combo which LNG used so really obnoxious, but means less safety and potentially less ability to get that first kill. Herald into the mid lane, they have the mark out to protect them as well if they need to.
Extended play, but it is actually Scout who was in there, gets hit with the hostile takeover. The Mark would have to try to buy some space to turn around the engage, but in comes Croco right to the backside with the power. Nobody's down, and now the Hubris can activate. That temporary Magi is doing all the work, and Zucker dashing on forwards with an all-out. Everyone here to play. AL still pretty low. Weiwei coming on over, looking to throw down a sapling. A wonderful double Aqua Prison. Scout goes to the skies, brings out multiple people. Hope is reeled out of danger briefly with a bailout, but still goes down. And LNG win the fight in mid lane.
4 for 1 for LNG. AL, they might have changed
Zip timing, but now over to the Dragon we go. LNG with a bit more golden infantry, looking to play this one out more aggressively. Still no ult on the Nocturne, which could prove problematic. Weiwei has got that Nature's Grasp up, throws it straight across the broad side of the team, getting a couple roots. Not that much more value. Nocturne secures the Dragon though, so it will be AL with the victory on that smite fight.
lane push and see how much their value they can really get out of this play.
Indeed, since they claim another tower in mid lane. Continue to extend the gold lead, but the Paranoia comes through alongside that Spirit Rush. They're going to try and dive onto the Cassandra, who doesn't seem like that valuable a target. Charm lands onto Weiwei briefly, but not that much work. Gala, though, very low on the backside. All out, though, gets Hope miles away as he was looking for the kill. He's taken down. On the other side, Croco's gone in to try and kill the Cassandra and loses horribly. Shanks kills off Weiwei, so at least there's one back for anyone's legend, but they've lost their AD carry. They've lost their jungler. Ari gets one more, but the damage comes through as the piercing light claims their life. Scout looking for a shock blast, lands it onto Kyle, who's got nowhere to go. Maybe, just maybe, they decide, actually, we're not...
Less lost and slow and just more poised, and they go straight towards the Baron, and this is just as AL have lost their Ari ultimate. They're going to have to teleport back onto the map, and indeed they do.
They do just that, of course. Zika was here first. Harry has to run away pretty fast, of course. This is still versus a Nocturne with Flash and ultimate. This will just be a flip. It's down to 2,000 HP. It comes in, but the smite doesn't happen. Tries to make the steal occur. LNG...
They're returning back to the realms of the dead, no longer a revenant, just a corpse. LNG looked to finally just crush into this base. AL felt like they had to fight around their one item mark, couldn't find what they wanted to, and they've been slowly bled out over the course of the rest of the game.
The shock blast begin to fire. Don't know whether Scout's got quite enough ability haste to get a second shock blast through that acceleration gate. Shanks, though, down at 20% HP on the side. Means that the Paranoia's gone. The stopwatch has to come through to immune Gala's damage, and that means there's no one left for him to go. Zucker claims him with his Intofos. A shot back onto Croco is bailed out, but that will still be a handbag in LNG's inventory. Harry gets pulled all out, and knocked back onto Kyle with a bramble smash, and the rest of the team falls to the wayside. LNG silence the doubters and will claim game 1 here versus anyone's legend.
And there are a lot of teams out there just outside the playoffs bracket thing. Oh hell, looks like the benchmark's going up a little. If they win another game in this series, the other teams
cards, I don't know how easy it'll be to survive the burst.
I really feel like Hope is in a difficult spot now. If he goes on hit, yes, you can kill the Nautilus, but you really struggle against the rest of the team. 4 very long.
Scuttlecrab taken in favor of anyone's legend. How aggressive do people want to go? Scout stepping forward. The level 6 now pop from Shanks, who forces the flash out of Scout, who can look for a little bit more. He's very deep now. The charm onto the Nautilus, who flashes away in turn. Croco to the backside a bit low. Hong does go down. That allows a reset for the Ari over the blue buff. And anyone's legend win out on the Sky Mesh in the jungle.
What do we say? Look, this champion is a bit of a pondering juggernaut on the bot side. Very low move speed.
He gets it off the blue buff steal. Weiwei can keep going forward here. The handshake pulls him away.
They don't spot this coming.
Over comes Croco. That'll be something. The last embrace lands onto Kyle, who prevents him from getting in too easily. The charged Q comes on through.
Gets the kick.
Croco tries to get the kick, flash away from Gala, who can still look to maybe ult here, maybe forced to, as the hostile takeover is good, well buffered through to allow it to happen, but Shanks just comes along and picks up the Nautilus regardless. Anyone's Legend fighting back pretty well in this game too.
And you know, Shanks gets down. Other side, Ghostblade and Malignance too. I think AL, they're very happy to fight at the 1-item mark.
Getting onto the graves on his Grump, who tries to go the other direction to get towards his tower and will not make it happen. And Croco picks up a kill. That's nicely managed.
Nice stuff. Good patience from Croco. And we said, hey, 1-item Spike, you can make the plays. See how they can continue on with this. Is it going to lead to anything else? Ult forward.
Trying to wait and hit the charm, does so. The shield comes on through and buys some time. There's just nowhere to go. The handshake drags Scout back into negotiations, and anyone's Legend take that one for huge amounts of value. A long time farming, and that is obviously pretty good for them. And Senna kind of does weird things with gold values, that's for sure.
That's true.
But LNG now here in force, looking to right the wrongs of this early game somewhat and try and trade back. But Kyle and Hope, depending on coming over, hit with a Mantra Q though. So they are a known quantity for now. Nice hook onto Kyle, nowhere to go. The Renata's dead. They get the Herald. And what about the fight afterwards? Hong is hit with a charm, but he's not the easiest target at this point in the game. And they will just claim the kill. They'll back out and move away with their prize secured, immediately summoning it in mid lane to continue the pressure.
Yeah, Hope's going to get hit by a Mantra Q, the back end of it, and the big missed positions by both bot laners from anyone's Legend. Both go down. Herald Summer from LNG, and we did say
enough to secure the kill, and with the
TF
Shadow
ult.
Shield, TF ult behind. Hope now in danger, but he burned all his summoners the last time. Over comes Hong, and they'll root him down. They're trying to stop things off on the other side. Flash away from Zucker from the charm, who blast cones away. Hope gets the reset with the bailout, but does still fall. Kyle now in a dangerous position. Way also super deep. And where the hell is the rest of LNG? Not here. And they go too deep, claiming the Varus.
There's no Sentinel either. Double kill goes over the Shanks on the Ahri. 6 stacks on the Dark Seal. That's a heck of a lot of extra AP coming through from that one. So it is still going to be a delayed mid-tower take. They'll walk away with that happily.
Just goes for a chunk on Hope, even knowing that the tenure is not going to happen. Nice all in from Croco. Wonderful insect. Croco going to bail himself out briefly, but does fall. So it ends up being a 1-for-1, and the jungler being dead could prove problematic. Shanks goes forwards. Gala's here slightly by themselves, but Shanks
also needs to be careful in his own right. As we have anyone's Legend taking an important objective in the mid lane.
claim the turret, but the kills end up being 1 for 1.
Teleport
Behind. This is Scout, who's coming in alongside TF with the ultimate, throws down the gold card. It's a buffer out well enough right now with the Pathmaker. Can't find anything more though. The tether lands and he is dead to right. Zucker picks that one up.
That was really well spaced from Scout. If he gets too close, the all-out could come through, and there's a chance of that could come through a wall and buy Harry a big escape. Not to be in this case though. And with the 5 grubs, they can take an entire bot lane in a turret. All right, okay, finally. Stack up from LNG to see if AL would be greedy enough to walk into River, trying to catch people out. Again, reminder that Nautilus is very, very strong. There it comes.
Down to Kyle, who's just got nowhere to go. The Dawning Shadow comes across. Shanks flashing away. The book, all those pages torn out before they can be used.
Shanks jumps straight into a set of W and a Nautilus Assault. That is not how you want to be playing this one out. 2 people dead from anyone's Legend at an important junction in right now. They'll see him.
Throws the gold card onto the Cassante, but of course he has the ability to
we're
buff
flipping,
his way
folks.
through.
We're flipping. It's a half HP. No flash. He'd have to dash into the pit. I really think they're just trying to get the Baron. They're not looking for the fight. That's a delaying ultimate.
Look at Croco, he's on the side, still throwing that one. Shanks is hit again, bailed out, Baron goes down, but what about the fight afterwards? Gala just about alive, Croco on the side, maybe looking for another angle in. Ward hops in, lands the Q, into the backline he goes, but it might be too little too late, because by the time he got there, his own backline has been shot full of buckshot, and finally they get one more back, but it's still a 2v1, and this is a TF, and a Graves who can keep hunting you. One final auto would do it. Q! Mitty gets the healing, and Wei went the other way around, so it ends up being a...
They don't spot this coming.
Over comes Croco. That'll be something. The last embrace lands onto Kyle, who prevents him from getting in too easily. The charged Q comes on through.
Gets the kick.
Croco tries to get the kick, flash away from Gala, who can still look to maybe ult here, maybe forced to, as the hostile takeover is good, well buffered through to allow it to happen, but Shanks just comes along and picks up the Nautilus regardless. Anyone's Legend fighting back pretty well in this game too.
And you know, Shanks gets down. Other side, Ghostblade and Malignance too. I think AL, they're very happy to fight at the 1-item mark.
Getting onto the graves on his Grump, who tries to go the other direction to get towards his tower and will not make it happen. And Croco picks up a kill. That's nicely managed.
Nice stuff. Good patience from Croco. And we said, hey, 1-item Spike, you can make the plays. See how they can continue on with this. Is it going to lead to anything else? Ult forward.
Trying to wait and hit the charm, does so. The shield comes on through and buys some time. There's just nowhere to go. The handshake drag Scout back into negotiations, and anyone's legend take that one for huge amounts of value. A long time farming, that is obviously pretty good for them. And Senna kind of does weird things with gold values, that's for sure.
That's true.
But LNG now here in force, looking to right the wrongs of this early game somewhat and try and trade back. But Kyle and Hope, debating on coming over, hit with a Mantra Q though. So they are a known quantity for now. Nice hook onto Kyle, nowhere to go. The Renata's dead, they get the Herald. And what about the fight afterwards? Hong is hit with a charm, but he's not the easiest target at this point in the game. And they will just claim the kill, they'll back out and move away with their prize secured, immediately summoning it in mid lane to continue the pressure.
Yeah, Hope's going to get hit by a Mantra Q, the back end of it, and the big missed positions by both bot laners from anyone's legend. Both go down. Herald Summer from LNG, and we did say
enough to secure the kill, and with the
TF
Shadow
ult.
Shield, TF ult behind. Hope now in danger, but he burned all his summoners the last time. Over comes Hong, and they'll root him down. They're trying to stop things off on the other side. Flash away from Zucker from the charm, who blast cones away. Hope gets the reset with the bailout, but does still fall. Kyle now in a dangerous position. Weiwei also super deep, and where the hell is the rest of LNG? Not here, and they go too deep, claiming the Varus.
There's no Sentinel either. Double kill goes over the Shanks on the Ahri. 6 stacks on the Dark Seal. That's a heck of a lot of extra AP coming through from that one. So it is still going to be a delayed mid-tower take. They'll walk away with that happily.
Just goes for a chunk on Hope, even knowing that the tenure is not going to happen. Nice all in from Croco. Wonderful insect. Croco going to bail himself out briefly, but does fall. So it ends up being a 1-for-1, and the jungler being dead could prove problematic. Shanks goes forwards. Gala's here slightly by themselves, but Shanks
Also needs to be careful in his own right. As we have anyone's legend taking an important objective in the mid lane.
claim the turret, but the kills end up being 1 for 1.
Teleport
Behind. This is Scout, who's coming in alongside TF with the ultimate. Throws down the gold card. It's a buffer out well enough right now with the Pathmaker. Can't find anything more, though. The tether lands, and he is dead to right. Zucker picks that one up.
That was really well spaced from Scout. If he gets too close, the all-out could come through, and there's a chance of that could come through a wall and buy Harry a big escape. Not to be in this case, though. And with the 5 grubs, they can take an entire bot lane in a turret. All right, okay, finally. Stack up from LNG to see if Ale would be greedy enough to walk into River, trying to catch people out. Again, reminder that Nautilus are very, very strong. There it comes.
Down to Kyle, who's just got nowhere to go. The Dawning Shadow comes across. Shanks flashing away. The book, all those pages torn out before they can be used.
Shanks jumps straight into a set of W and a Nautilus Assault. That is not how you want to be playing this one out. 2 people dead from anyone's legend at an important junction in right now. They'll see him.
Throws the gold card onto the Cassante, but of course he has the ability to
we're
buff
flipping,
his way
folks.
through.
We're flipping. It's a half HP. Weiwei, no flash. He'd have to dash into the pit. I really think they're just trying to get the Baron. They're not looking for the fight. That's a delaying ultimate.
Look at Croco, he's on the side, still throwing that one. Shanks is hit again, bailed out, Baron goes down, but what about the fight afterwards? Gala just about alive, Croco on the side, maybe looking for another angle in. Ward hops in, lands the Q, into the backline he goes, but it might be too little too late, because by the time he got there, his own backline has been shot full of buckshot, and finally they get one more back, but it's still a 2v1, and this is a TF, and a Graves who can keep hunting you. One final auto would do it. Q! Mitty gets the healing, and Weiwei went the other way round, so it ends up being a
Found spot a Croc on the flank.
Found him there. He's been so deadly over the last few moments, really doing a lot of work with all of those Qs. Will be forced to ward hop to safety, but now he's in a dangerous position. Croco, though, gets to kick him straight through his team, but dies doing so. The Dawning Shadow keeps Hung alive briefly, who needs to hook his way out with the Spider-Man. Will get hit with the charm, does go down 1 for 1 as it stands, but Destiny Gate is popped. How aggressive does Zucker want to be? Will not pop it as yet. Now comes across. Oh my god, he is into the backside. That's a cleanse across from Kyle with the Mikhails.
Okay, but that means that cleanse,
though, is shoving through mid, finally claiming that turret that caused him so much strife. Shanks is being 1v1, maybe forced to flash, goes golden to what? Then he gets staggering blow and knocked out.
The last hook comes through. That is a horrible mistake from Shanks. We were saying, hey, look, Hung's going to get himself that ultimate. Goes down for it. I'm imagining we're going to see a replay of the solo kill now. Because level 16 to level 13. Takes a tower shot trying to kill it as well. Really greedy from Shanks. You have flash and you have ult. Uses that. Does he dash back over the wall? I think he does.
He must do. He goes back! He goes back!
He charms the wrong way. He has one ult charge left. Massive in from Shanks on the top side. As again, this Ahri has a big lead. that's a good amount of gold going over to Hung on the other side.
Makes this a bit scary, and Croco now looking for an angle in. Doesn't land the Sonic Wave for the first time. What feels like 5 minutes. The collateral damage does a lot of people's HP bar. Zucker now on the flank looking for a gold card. Will land it onto Zucker. They're pulling away, but already the dredge line lands again. Bailout not in time. They will lose the Nautilus, but in trade for the Cassante. The damage is already done. Hope is going to try and do his best. Flashing away. Still not alive. Finally falls as Shanks trying his very best to get some more DPS. Has to flash into the curse of the Black Mist of the final auto. Will not make it happen. Croco needs to get over the wall and does so, but a flash on him for Weiwei will ensure that the Guardian Angel is popped, but his better angels will not win out as the devil he knows is the better option, and he dies in the hands of Weiwei. Scout over the back end of this, trying to block off a Renata, but with no smite and no one else alive. I doubt this Renata can do enough to interrupt a Baron this time for LNG.
And anyone's legend, unlike our break time content, can't last ever long in that fight.
How many they're working with.
No stings. Oh, God, that's center. Now, the thing is, you have defender's advantage. You can go and reset and get some HP, but LNG, their siege is really nasty. You have another minute. This Baron buff, Gala walking up, getting extra autos on the turret. Hook lands.
Outside of the safeguard as well, into the depth charge. Croco knocked up, not quite down as yet. They're still trying to run away. Croco still alive, bailed out, but will still fall. Cannot get far enough to safety as the Malignance burn brings him down. Hong holds on to a minion with a teleport in the base. Shanks goes for a charm. Handshake afterwards. Zucker pulled forwards as Weiwei deletes him with the end of the line and a little collateral damage still available. Zucker will go down, but he's got a Guardian Angel, so it all works out in the end. It turns out God and Anime are on their side, and they'll win out game 2 to make it a 2-0 win.
LNG set the... Don't see them getting to a point where they have items to do that, though. Elk and On. I think at this point we can call them convincingly.
There we go.
They are buffed now as well, importantly so. Still, bot side 3v3. This is exactly what we called out from the draft. Shun has flash. He's charged up his Q as well. See right there, using the camp to charge up the Q. 5 more seconds till he gets that again.
PP got forced to flash up, but now it's a twisted advantage onto Elk, who's gone very deep, but he's got no mana. Will get healed, though, by the Nami. The ebb and flow keeping himself alive. All the summoners popped. Shun in a slightly dangerous position, but able, not the greatest weapons to continue brawling as the chakrams ran out.
But all of this starts from... He doesn't flash away. I think he does end up dying.
Oh, boy.
Pretty comprehensively. Shun is back bot side with a flash. PP God's gonna die.
Abel's got a flash in the barrier, but PP God really doesn't have much to do as Abel decides, well, maybe I can trade back on in here and get something. Has got barriers and chakrams. Flashes on forwards. Does get the kill. That's important. At least Abel gets some gold. On does not fall down as the ebb and flow once again comes on through to heal people up.
Abel's Aphelios is so crazy. He ends up getting a load of chakrams from that. I think he used a 3-weapon switch actually to get through all of it. Red, white, manages to get himself onto those huge amount of chakrams. Have to wait and see where their opening comes. They are very much on the defensive footing up until a mistake is made. Maybe when they have level 6s and 1 item as well for the Aphelios. That could be a big moment for them.
On to Farmly nominally here is Abel, doing okay as Longfong needs to be a bit afraid. We'll have the chains come through. We'll try and get his way out, but has actually ended up with the fate sealed. Decently buffered away from with the unbound soul, but it's just not enough. Shun putting him at 3, and Longfong is about to face check Shun again. Bot side we go, but it does mean because Elk was left alone with everyone else elsewhere, Elk goes down, flashing as well with that, so at least they get something onto a player that can carry. 2 kills for Abel, but a second death for Longfong. God's been locked in lane with Abel. The ability to contest these wards has been really, really limited, and Shun being in the enemy jungle as well. Xiaofeng and PP God not really on the map to control vision in the way they'd like, with particularly the Maokai. Means this kind of thing is just so free. Going for the fate sealed. Does land a bit of DPS. It's just not enough, and Xiaofeng is just not here in time.
Oh, Xiaofeng can't save his mid laner.
Oh, Abel. The breath of life in the barrier, keeps himself alive, but now Shun looking to come over.
Charge up his Q, he's doing it again, and see if he can use that again. Using that Q, he might be able to flash forward. He's constantly holding threat. PP God Enable need to stay away from the Xin Sao flash E range.
Tidal Wave doesn't really land. The Aqua Prism does, though! That means Abel's dead to rights.
Oh, and they have to stay away from the Xin Sao, but they can't stay away from the wave. The tide brings death. There's now Xiaofeng, no flash, he could die too. Knight gonna be picking up this. He has a Medjai's at 13 minutes, he wants to snowball.
Oh, this was sign in the fans' hands in the crowd. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Very dangerous to walk up to this guy.
They know he's there, but they feel like they can trade it out, and actually Knight Spot a bother there. Everyone from BLG can still come around. That cozy campfire is put
He
Abel
can
in a
kill here.
difficult
He has
position.
flash.
Flash forwards and the Mimic Distortion deletes him. That was very over-eager from Abel and PP God to step forwards.
By the way, that wasn't even the Mimic. That was actually just the straight flash. He used the Mimic.
Knowing where the Maokai has started to invading the bot side, keeping so many people locked in lane has put this into a horrible position because Shun has won multiple lanes and the play from BLG with these early spiking fights has been brutal. Now he turns up top.
Yeah, it's the first time top lane's featured in this game, and it's going to be a cube getting reduced into squares as he takes an extra dimension out of him. Shun gets another kill. 4-0 and 3. This mid...
Since I've done higher end math. Such as it is.
Oh well, okay, we've got on with heal and ult. People got it. This is only jungle support. Elk could just turn up and kill them.
Shafan, what was the decision making there? That one feels a little bit over-eager. Maybe the desperation sticking on through, thinking they finally caught someone. Instead, he just dies to a culling. Elk now at 3 kills, 4 and...
Use move speed differential to get big plays. Knight can use the Herald to go into an inner turret. Rarely that we see that one happening. Normally since breaking one of these outer turrets. BLG, this has been destructive as you like.
Shun might need to be a bit careful here. There's still going to be some potential damage. Everyone's here. They get the Fate sealed that is buffered away from with a well-timed Crescent Guard, but a flash shot in from Abel with a wonderful Moonlight Vigil flash combo. Cube on the other side, hit with the barrel, will be forced to pop his own ultimate, but now Bin actually in a spot of bother here, gets some damage back, needs to be a bit aware of the empowered Cube, but Elk coming on over means this is not going to be a 1v1 for long. Short on the body slam, flash on him for a W that leads to very little in the end, and it's another kill over to Elk.
Yeah, I think Cubic's just gone down to quarter here. There is no quarter. Abel and PP God. Look,
no.
there's a lot of vision here in BLG's favor.
The try is not bad, Crozy Camp, actually, the heal's not going to get them quite out of range. On without the flash already, should just die. Abel picks that one up, and Elk down the summoner, a little bit too eager to find the play.
OMG firing back around the Aphelios. 4 kills, all of them here onto the Aphelios' back. BLG seriously though still. Knight is requiring 3 people to answer his lane.
Back to get the tower!
Goes back against the tower, all the same, styling on them. But BLG, I mean, put a cube.
Wonder where On Blue is flash. He flashed to give the Tidecaller's blessing to Elk before he dashed on in. That's where it was lost. The Imperial Mandate complete there. 3
Stop recalls of anything. Ben might just throw his ult into a bush or just keep his flash there. I think this is a big point. He just used his ult there. Abel and PP God can't recall. He might die for this because there's 3 people there, but even then he has flash and E. He's just going to stop this. Knight is now coming. The rest of BLG will keep pushing through mid lane with the Baron buff. They can't kill Bin in time. There's a teleport going away from the base as BLG are toying with OMG.
And he has to reset immediately. Oh, Longfong, they thought there was more going on and they're just going to lose the whole base.
But look at this, they're still going to be recalling. They get Milio back, but now Aphelios is left on his own. This could be a really dangerous moment. Knight can assassinate both of them.
Oh, that's both of the carries. They're both not here. Longfong thought to TP in to save his players, and instead, the base is under siege. They've got Baron to their name, and it's just a cannon minion taking out this tower.
Okay.
The picture finally ends. They've still not managed to reset.
Knight might just teleport into the base to support the team. They are still stopping the bags. It's like waiting for a bus that never comes.
Oh my god, the wheels have come off. They've basically sat on the side of the highway.
Aphelios is dead!
Dead as Knight hasn't left. They were trying to hitchhike and find an axe murderer. More stacks of the page in Knight's book, and instead the game just ends in the most comical of fashions.
Knight goes back, buys a death cap, gets his 200 AP item, and BLG are slaughtering through OMG.
Oh my god, it's Xiaofang who just about gets onto someone, but PP God dies to Elk dashing on forward. And BLG just make it look easy. This poor Mao guy has just not been in the game. It has been a rough old time in the jungle. That pressure there led into mid lane ganks, it led into bot lane ganks, it led into the kind of snowball you rarely see in League of Legends. If people want to ask who the best team in the LPL, go ahead, either works just fine.
One thing that's kind of fun to me is that I look at OMG's comp and I'm like, yeah, that's a BLG comp, actually, in its own way too, where you have, you know, someone like Elk on the J heal or anything like that for Elk. potential of this actually being able to dive. Level 3 only just hit for Xiaofang.
This could be problematic. Lands the Q, can look for something more on, of course, with the battle dance, can start to get to safety, uses charge 1. Elk starts flying away, begins to get some more. PP God flashes out, first blood to Starry, but now Shun coming over. Starry needs to be a bit scared, but of course still has the flash to work with, and they just get the kill and they back out.
But the thing is that they don't see Shun. Shun is waiting to see if they redive, and that's exactly what they're looking for.
Xiaofang in danger, but flashes away, gets a kill back. Now Shun in a spot to bother himself, but the Achu comes across. PP God trying to dive out, gets a nice knock up onto Shun. There's a shield left remaining, getting the sweeper to knock the vision out. Elk trying to get a last kill, doesn't quite get it. The root from the choppers, Elk flashing away, does get a kill, but will fall at the end of it. Starry 3-0. Welcome to the LPL.
Well, he's out here and they go for a redive, then I can look for a play, and they catch out Elk again.
He's in so much danger. He's dead to right from, but no flash, and he's only running the teleport. Final rocket does it. 4-0 now for the Jinx.
Tier 2 boots early. Very, very good at running people down, and the double burst makes it even harder once that slow starts to connect. So BLG's bot lane, we have praised them for being the best bot lane in the LPL, and when they win lane, Game 10 crashes in a row, looking for the W into the empowered Q to get that extra damage and healing through.
Longfong, no flash, doesn't quite have the ultimate yet, needs to be a bit afraid as Shun has got level 6, and once again, everyone from BLG is in mid lane. What do you do?
What you do is you have vision, so you don't have
To interfere with any dive.
level 6 from Xiaofang with flash is scary in his own right, though, especially when you're at half HP, taking some of that splash damage. They do see Lee Sin. Here comes Shun. Is Knight coming as well? No, not yet.
The ultimate comes on through, the Abyssal Dive forces the flash out, but he's still hit by the rocket, tries to get something on the other side of Shun, goes on forwards, Devour onto Starry, who now gets a massive shield in the excitement, so Elk could go nowhere, and now Shun left in a dangerous position as Longfong comes a roam in, can maybe look to dive the Vi, who's got a flash, but no ultimate.
And that's going to be the end of this. Shun goes down in this bot lane, more than surely.
Yeah, flashes away to no avail. PP God picks up the kill, will drop the tower aggro, and can now look to reset. They're teleporting down.
It's the first thing, because while they have huge backline advantage, like 50 CS lead for Starry in this bot lane, 6 kills, insane amount of work, they will not have front line to protect them very easily.
I'm going to try and trade 2 for 2 in terms of the turrets, and I think that's probably fine, because the point is, you're sharing this gold between 4 members on the other side. That is a Jinx who's getting the lion's share of that gold. I don't think they're going to stop it. Can they get anything more from this? I don't think so. They're going to try and have Longfong roam up to defend the inhibitor turret. I don't know whether he's going to get there in time, though. It's going to get a serious chunk.
This is the problem. It's 6 grubs. Even though you don't have a Jinx to kill the towers, you have the objectives of the double might. So OMG, they slip up big time. It's actually pretty strong right now. He's getting towards that Seraph, and he got a lot of gold from that last play. Vision cleared. Shun in mid lane. Here we go.
Gonna try and weave his wall in as well. Starry flashing away. There's the quickness of the grand entrance. On just dies for his troubles. Xiaofang follows the queue up, and now they begin to abyssal dive forwards. Teleports coming on forwards, but the rocket deletes the other one. Flash forward, but there's a Devour afterwards. Shirking to get away. Xiaofang low. Starry gets another. Bin finally flashes on forwards. Starry dies. Pop Blossom comes on down though. Bin trying to get something, but is pulled all out over the wall and dies for it. BLG 4 for 1.
Even though they would just run into the mid lane, OMG were the ones that didn't really get vision control after this. Cube did just spot on. He doesn't have flash, but he has the monster energy blast cone, and that's a wall to deny the team getting in.
Yeah, that means Dragon's taken. That stops the Dragon stacking, so it will not be soul point for Owen. Even cleanse. There's a lot of knockups, and of course there's the charm.
The charm.
But yeah, but obviously between things like the cease and desist, which like suppress you, or the knockups stuff can still be quite difficult to cleanse out of his own. Wrong end of a seismic show. Flash kick is phenomenal from Xiaofang. They're going to get Elk. He's dead and they're teleporting in. But the excitement is huge on Just About Alive. But that is a monster pick.
And now suddenly, OMG get themselves an ability to just keep...
Has meant that the side lanes still feel like BLG, when they are not kind of getting away from the Jinx, are getting something done.
Longfong just catches Elk again.
Gone! Fantastic combo. Elk's dead to the rocket. Now what about On trying to escape, taken very low. Bin is scary, gets over the wall. Dominus rolling, but in goes Xiaofang again. Bin still dangerous, kick back. Xiaofang might die, but can still get the heal of the sundered sky.
He's
now
so excited.
Goes down, and oh my days, Starry's excited. Stars in his eyes, and a knight for the count. He wins out. They get 3 3. But now OMG having
Guys,
gotten a bit of people there.
BLG need to avoid this fight. They can't afford to stick around here. Smolder's come through, but Smolder doesn't have enough stacks. Here comes Longfong.
Forces Knight to flash away, gets a root, and goodbye, Vi! Dead to right, into the backline goes on, he flashed over the wall, but it's a Devour onto Starry, who's still alive, trying to get in the backside, will not die quite yet. This Jinx will not die! Finally brought down as a final auto claims them, and now BLG in a 4v3 might still be able to get something despite the man disadvantage.
Knight, very high HP. What can you get with the next combo?
The Rakan's dead! Knight's in trouble. Remember, he hasn't got a flash. He flashed out of the Pop Blossom. Cube can still do some damage. Elk's got the execute now, though, so he can be useful. Longfong needs to be very, very afraid. Has got the teleport, so he needs to back and reset.
Knight, next combo. What can you do? Elk's going forward. Again, he has the execute. Another Q dodge, but not the root!
And Knight hits the root, but it doesn't matter because the threaded volley kills him. He doesn't have the blooming burst.
And Knight, he can recall, he can teleport back. Shun is back alive somehow, some way, despite Jinx killing her sister. I just don't think it will be enough. Shun back, Starry back on the board, has an ult, which will hit Elk!
Elk gonna survive for now. It's the fact that Shun is here. Xiaofang gets over the wall, having killed Elk somehow. Finally gets seismic shots. And Longfong, oh Longfong, you've got to call it out.
Guys, let's just wait. Starry has got excited. He's got the extra movement speed to be here in time. Not quite there, though. Oh, my God. 6 grub buffs, remember. BLG will push down this mid lane out very, very quickly, and they've caught Longfong.
He's trying to go golden, doesn't get that much time done. Remember, there's an execute, he just dies. Does not manage to hold on that tower at all, despite the minions not being there. The grub buffs turn up, and they manage to hold on to the turret.
On uses the full breadth of his HP bar. He's going to recall anyway after that point. It's a top lane out. Oh, my God. I'm going to say that a lot. And it's not going to, in the end, getting a choice pick from BLG or getting a reset. Getting excited for Jinx.
Yes, and Baron's now a possibility, and with actually a fair amount of frontline, and then just this hyper-fed Jinx, the Baron won't survive all that long. Should it happen to Elk
again?
He's caught! Even with the flash, the flap, he's gone! Smolder's mother comes in too late. It's just the grave of her son she spots.
Once again, not counting the damn minions. Elk has not been on his game in game number 2. He had that one good team fight, but that important pick goes away. BLG, they were looking for, I don't know, what are they looking for? A fight, a steal? It's dangerous either way.
Shun can get it. He's got flash, ult, and then smite. He can make this happen. What about the back end of the fight? It's a good knock up into the back end of it. On jumps over the wall. Still a 4v5. Starry trying his best to be threatening. Gets shunted as PP God. Shun now looking to fight the stopwatch onto Longfong. They're jumping onto Bin, who gets a big heal. Kick back. Does go down. Excited again is Starry, forcing Shun away. Baron still leashed. Still going down. Shun has a flash and an ult. Does not get there.
A bot lane right now, and he doesn't feel like he can stay.
No, and that's the problem, is in the 4v5, OMG will win.
So, Bin, maybe looking to teleport in. I think what's trying to happen is BLG are trying to guess when OMG will send someone to recall and then teleport back in. Cube is not going to be here for the front line. Starry misses the combo.
Oh my God, the damage! Knight's dead. This time it's not Elk, but a kick back onto On, who dies as well. 2-man advantage already, Cube because of shoving in. Bin just doesn't get to get into the fight despite the teleport. Elk now running away. The Pathmaker to buffer his way forwards. Bin can still be a threat potentially on the flank.
It's going to be another excited proc for Starry. He'll get a stack of that off of the inhib as well. Double excited. Remember, it does stack. And BLG, they're trying to save the damn game.
There's still 10 seconds on Knight. He's not going to be here for a minute. As Starry gets devoured, stays alive. Shun goes down into the backline. Does Elk try to get some damage? Does not manage to make it happen as the Untofo strikes part 3. Pull Bim back. Massive rocket damage. The crits are glorious. 18 kills for Starry, who comes crashing out of the heavens like a supernova. Knight has respawned, but to what avail? He throws down a Weaver's Wall to try and block off the minions.
Oh, he gets a combo onto Longfong, but that's not the target you want. You have to imagine that OMG have a guardian angel back in the distance somewhere looking over the shoulder. It goes to game 3. The farmer going towards AP, and then Rakan as well, giving some extra shields and the help from that too. So it's not like Elk won't have himself a way into this game, and the Kaiser should be able
on the Raptors, but then has gone to his blue side and come down towards his bot. Might be a little late though.
That's the thing. He's going to be late. He won't have red buff right now. He can smite it away if he thinks there's a real risk of it. He can do it right now, but is it too late?
Gonna try and go on in. There's gonna get some decent body block, but it's just not enough. The exhaust comes on through. Shun flashing away. Will likely die. Does not quite die yet. The shields from the E from Rakan does a fair amount of work. Battle dancing to safety. Xiaofang gets another, and now Elk in danger as well. Doesn't have enough room to run. Trying to get something back. A flash for the Cathian Rain. Gets one more. But it's still 3 kills to Lee Sin.
3 for 2 in the grand scheme of things. It's 3 to
the bop and block, that passive and the ability to hop on and off people was so obnoxious.
Can Xiaofang stop the recall? He can throw a Q and he can. So, Counter-Strike up in 4. He doesn't have it right now. This is just a recall. Stop. This should be a kill.
Could well be. Bin has got a ward to hop to potentially. They're waiting on some time. Flash away. The aggro taken.
Oh, the stun!
Cube gets the stun, but the aggro was dropped. It's not going to lead to anything. And a kill over to Cube, who just flares out his wings and the wingborne.
Deep in towards top side, level 6 hits. He's in a bit of an awkward spot as well himself. He's used his ult already just before this, I'd imagine, to take the majority of Cube's HP bar as we saw that. Again, taking some good trades.
Does end up with the second activation of the wingborne storm hitting his face, but Shun is topside and Cube needs to be a little bit wary. He's going to put down a wall, but will unlikely run into the Shinsao. It's Secret Service Shinsao trying to do a lot of work, does not speed his way to safety. Shun gets a kill and gets on the board for BLG.
Bad trades when he really pulls out that ult, and it means that you're passive when that ult comes out.
Oh! Kick away, the charm comes on through, flash away, nice damage back. Xiaofang does not manage to secure the kill. Nicely played by On.
Oh,
wait!
That was fantastic. Tries to auto-cancel, flies in for the kill.
And now Elk's still in danger. They're teleporting behind. They can still play this one at OMG in a difficult space. They might have got God in the name, but I don't think praying to him's going to keep you alive. He dies to Starry, crashing back down to earth after a phenomenal game too. Elk wins out this one.
The early lane from BLG is what... Chance that Starry with the flash screen back up might have to blow it again.
Shun's going to be down here. The Lee Sin is not. There comes the quickness and the battle dance. Try and get on in. They flash away to low veil. There's not a bad exhaust. Flash for the win becomes lightning out from Shun. As clean as you like. Shun will tank the tower and will help claim his team the kill. What more could you do?
Knight was even on the roam as well, just in case.
By Cube.
Elk, because he ends up helping in the killing of the Herald, means you will get an empowered recall next time you use that as well. You get one when you go towards that one. Starry has ult, but no summoners. Knight, very strong at level 11, with, of course, his Malignus as well. So, wow, I mean, he's really going for this, huh?
Okay, gets into the backside. That's actually a huge kick onto Elk, who now needs to try and find his way out of it. It's Knight, I apologize. Yeah, it's not Elk. I was expecting it to, but you were right. And that's a decent kill, and a kill over to Starry. Very well indeed.
And again, with the second rank of Kai'Sa, one of the big buffs to Kai'Sa was, hey, the ultimate now has the longer range. If you get any CC, you're in trouble. OMG, you need to be careful here.
And Starry left alone on the other side. They've split the map between these turrets. Elk runs the wave into mid lane. Might be able to start getting a chunk there. There is, of course, PP God on top of Cube, and Starry burst fires Shun slightly, but they're just not getting access to the wave. So this tier 2 falls.
Tier 2 falls very easily, and they go forwards, and he's just gone! Stars plucked out of the sky. It's a Dark Knight.
Oh, it is indeed. A nice kick back though on a shove, but he's still got a Crescent Guard to work with, and then he audacious charges out of the range of the turret. Another kill comes on through. Longfong dead to right. Xiaofang now running away. The heal from PP God keeps him alive just about. Cube now desperately clearing the wave in the bot lane, because OMG about to lose their base in mid lane.
Oh, it's the straw which breaks OMG's back. One play floods the base.
Almighty, another kill comes across as Elk picks that one up. 6-1 and 3 on the Kai'Sa now. Decides not to fight for the dragon because
with the substitution they weren't expecting to make, even with the bot lane changes as well midway through the series. Now they're looking for a fight, not willing to go quietly.
That's actually not a bad blast going to pull people away. I just don't know how valuable it is because it's not got DPS onto either On or Shun, who now pulls the quickness, and down goes Xiaofang for his temerity in going forwards. Now On forces Starry to start shifting over the wall. Another kill going over towards BLG. I appreciate the fact they're looking for something, but it just doesn't amount to anything at all. And look on the other side of the map, Bin is shoving onto another inhibitor turret.
Yeah, Xiaofang just overplayed that. He's done that a couple of times in this game now. God damn, when you've got this much HP, Triforce and the Titanic Hydra, the Demolish does so much work. Both are adding up to, what 600, 700 bonus HP on top of that. Very, very big damage to those towers. And it's just, he can ignore them. Now going towards the Baron, OMG, with an overplay from their jungler, might have just thrown what has been actually a very competitive series when we didn't X-Rad. The resistances makes it really hard to go through this point. Knight, once again, just waiting for a Mantra Q. Can't get it this time. On goes in.
Does a lot of damage indeed, and they will manage to get some more damage back. The inhibitor turret falls in mid lane. It was chunked out low earlier. Bin actually taken relatively low. Counter-Strike has to go up alongside the exhaust, but they can't get the kill because he's got that on. Into the backline they go, but Xiaofang just dies for the choice of it. Cube on the other side versus Shun and Knight. Longfong tries to get in. They will kill the Jax. They get the Elk. He's gone. He's been shot down. Huge big game pickup. Knight now coming on over as Cube died in the 1v2. But what happens at the end of this? Flash forward for the grand entrance. Will die. Starry still trying to trade on out. Cannot break the tether. The Mantra Q is blocked by the Yuumi. Still not enough. Wall surging away, but Shun will audacious charge mid-flight, and they cannot get out. It's a wipeout as he barrels off that half pipe.
Knight once again proving that he can...
Like an absolute avalanche, a cavalcade of gold is poured out of the accounts of OMG into BLG's hands. They are like nearly 15,000 gold ahead. Sharfang tries to go to Elp, but it's a wonderful flash. And now they're going to get the pop blossom. But where is the rest of the damage? Gastari and Shun are in the wrong end of this. Shun Knight blow up the Zeri. PP God runs away. The cat skinned and out of the bag. Cube on the other side goes down. This time the split fight favors BLG and the game is over. There is nothing left to be done. A valiant effort from OMG, yes, but BLG put them to the sword and grind them into paste in Game 3.
It's often said, if you swing for the king, you best not miss. Make that about a Knight as well. To get through BLG, there is a certain protector in the mid lane you have to get.
These were some of the best highlights from all of the LPL Spring matchups of the day. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.